I think it's time. Yes, it's time to bring history back to life.
Cool, it's amazing.
Creamer Cats TV.
Do you like collecting? Then please subscribe to my channel and don't forget to click on the like button because it does something very special. It makes you younger.
Ooh, I feel better already. Hello, here we have another World War I cigarette card set to feast your eyes on. Modern weapons. But this set was issued way back in 1915, so they're not so modern anymore. Over 90 years old. Wow. Okay, some of you might be thinking why I've been doing lots of World War I sets. And if you like World War I sets, don't forget to check out my other videos on propaganda, World War I recruitment posters, and military motors. Anyway, some of you are wondering why I'm doing these sets. Well, I think that World War I was arguably the most significant war in the history of mankind, and is often overlooked and overshadowed by the Second World War. As well as wiping 9 million combatants off the face of the earth, it also laid the foundations for other wars. Financial crises and discontentment among the Russian and German citizens would trigger the Russian Revolution of 1917 and the rise of the Nazi Party in Germany. These, of course, would culminate in both the Cold War and World War II. So, I mean, a lot of people think of the Second World War as the most important war in the history of mankind, but really that was just a continuation of the first one. Now for the exciting bit. Let's go in. The first card's the 12-pounder gun of a destroyer. I'm not going to read out all the titles. I'm going to put those in the description so you can go through those to your heart's delight. Here's a torpedo leaving ship side. Maxim gun drill. The Maxim gun was the first ever fully automatic machine gun. Pretty deadly. 600 rounds per minute, and quite a long range. Anyway, the Germans were quick in adopting the machine gun, but the British were a little bit more laid back and less enthusiastic. But as the casualty toll number started to mount, they decided to create a specialist machine gun corps in 1915, the same year that this set of cards was issued. So it's not surprising that quite a few of the cards feature the famous Maxim gun in action. Here we have a 5-inch heavy field gun, but the interesting thing about this card to note is that it's being towed by horses. Horses were still commonly used, despite the fact that I reviewed a set of military motors in the last one, where the tractors and armoured vehicles were used to tow heavy guns. I think they were the exception to the rule. Horses were still used a heck of a lot. Here we have a French Mitrailleuse, which is, excuse my French, basically French machine guns. Torpedoes, monster guns of the Royal Garrison artillery, loads of ammunition and corresponding barrels. A British armoured motor car. If you're interested in laying mines, that might help you out. They were using all sorts of new technology, and the Aeroplane was one of them, heavier than aircraft. And they're dropping a couple of bombs which look like those ones in these cartoons, don't they? Maxim in action, another heavy gun being towed by horses, ammunition, mortars and stuff, shells. Maxim gun drill on a ship. Perhaps your granddad was a sailor on one of these battleships, or in the army in the First World War. Please feel free to leave a comment. A 6-inch Howitzer. Notice it's inclined at a steep angle. The front of the H.M.S. Neptune. A German siege gun. Yeah, I'm going to go through these very quickly, otherwise I'll have to do this all night. Take all night to upload it. 5-inch Howitzer Brigade. Some more battleships. German heavy gun used as field weapon. Another Howitzer, latest German Howitzer. It's probably not the latest now. German artillery observation ladders and shields. Here's a German rangefinder in use. He's a little guy on the left hand side. Oh, there's the Maxim gun again, being demonstrated. Maxim undercover. And unfortunately, on a lot of these early cards, they don't have a description on the back. But the graphic designs makes up for this. It's quite fancy and ornate. Okay, thanks for watching this. I hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to check out my other World War I related items, and I'm going to do some Second World War sets soon, so check those out as well.
If you'd like to find out more about this particular item or other such items, please feel free to pop by my website at creamofcards.com. Please check out these great videos, and if your video's not included in this list, don't worry, I might add it to a future one.
Oh no! I'm afraid we've run out of time. But just before you go, please leave thumbs up below, and if you'd like to see more amazing video clips like this,
Subscribe to the channel
by clicking on the icon up in the sky.
Cream of Cards TV.